Hello and welcome to another episode of Fascinating Words and Phrases with me and my mate Gareth. Now, Gareth, you've got an interesting one here. I don't think I actually have heard this term before. Um, but
Really?
tell us. Yeah, I've not. It's a cup of Joe, and
Yeah. You've not heard Cup of Joe before?
no, no.
Oh, wow. I
I
was,
mean, I assume it's something to do with tea or a cup of coffee or something
it's
like that.
coffee. Yeah, it's an Americanism again. I mean, you must have heard it in movies and stuff like that.
It doesn't. I don't recognize it. I must
But,
admit.
well,
Yeah.
fair enough. So yeah, Cup of Joe, it means literally a cup of coffee. Yeah. And it is very much an Americanism. It's first recorded in the 1930s. And there's three theories as to why it's called a cup of Joe. Two of them are a little bit far-fetched, and one of them actually makes sense. Because essentially the first kind of weird theory, which is more of a folklore than anything, is that in 1914, Joseph Daniels, yeah, he was basically he was the Secretary of the Navy in the States, and he banned alcohol on ships. So the strongest drink that a sailor could get was coffee.
Oh,
So they sarcastically they named it a cup of Joe in his honor, or kind of like a silent, well, not silent,
yeah.
but protest against what he did. Yeah. The other one, but that one's not really been proven. It's, as I say, it's more folklore than anything.
Mhm.
The other one is the word Java from Indonesia,
Yeah.
and in Mocha. They were both pop. I mean, we still use Java and Mocha now,
Yeah.
because the blend and all the rest of it. And the blended when they blended them together, it was Jamoke, and then later became shortened to Joe. And again, that one is, yeah, kind of, well, clutching at straws, really, if you ask me. The most popular, now you will have heard the term the average Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So this is why this is the most popular theory. It comes from the term the average Joe. Okay. And the average Joe means the ordinary person. Yeah. An ordinary man, ordinary person. Yeah. And coffee used to be considered, before your Starbucks, your Pretz, and all the rest of them made it a trendy drink.
Hmm.
Coffee was considered the common man's drink, because richer people drank things like wine, cocktails, champagne, and stuff like that. So
Mm.
coffee was just it was just the ordinary man's drink. So average Joe became a cup of Joe, and that one actually makes more sense, because of the fact that it suits the time. I mean, coffee, if you go back before Starbucks and all the rest of them, then in reality, I don't drink Starbucks, by the way. I recommend nobody does, because
Right.
there's a story about 9/11 where they charged the ambulance workers for water. That's why I don't do it. Seriously. Yeah.
Okay.
And it is a true story, and you can look that one up. You can Google that.
Good idea. Right.
But if you think about it, going back, Dexter, do you remember when you used to get a cup of coffee? It used to be from like a wagon or a cafe, and it come in a little polystyrene cup, and
Yeah.
coffee was just coffee. And
Yeah.
yeah,
The hot water came from a great big urn.
a bigger, and it was like spooned in instant stuff. A
Yeah.
funny story about I went into Costa. I was having a meeting, and I went into Costa, and personally, when it comes to coffee, as long as it's warm and wet. If you're a coffee connoisseur, I'm sorry that I'm probably giving you palpitations right now. But basically, when you're in the army, by the way, if it's warm and wet, you're happy. But yeah, I went into Costa and I said, "Oh, Americano," and they said, "Oh," he said, "Sir, do you know that for 75 pence more, you could upgrade to our latest Colombian blend?" And I said, "Mate, you could put Nescafe in there, and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference." He was most put out. Not Nescafe. It's like just a
Yeah.
bloody coffee, man. But yeah, that's it. Average Joe, cup of Joe.
Wow.
It's a good one.
every day is a school day. I really didn't know that. So that is fantastic. So
Yeah.
indeed, if you thought that was interesting, then please like it, comment about it, and subscribe to us. And if there's something that you want to know, it's a burning issue for you, then let us know and we will research it and we'll come up with all of the ideas that are placed before us. So a cup of Joe, that's what I'm going to have now.
Yeah, me too.
Bye now.
See ya.